I'm going to break down gold for you on how we're going to trade it for the remaining of this week. But I want to show you something that we did last week. So if you come to Throne YouTube and you watch this video here, sell entry, gold sell entry, you realize that we had three positions that were thoroughly explained in this video and how gold was going to remain bearish. And these were the three positions. The first one was this. If you come to Throne Telegram group, this is it. This is the sell, which was explained in the video. We had our first sell at 47.89, and I've explained it in that video. And then we were targeting the immediate low, which was hit. The market got out of take profit. And then on Friday, we also had another sell at 47.15, which was also explained in that video before it actually happened. And then lastly, on Monday, that's when we also had this continuous sell. And then I was like, gold is very bearish. But if you notice all these other three trades that you're seeing now, I explained them in this video before they actually happened. So here we try to tell you what will happen, not what has already happened. And that's why now, starting right now, let me tell you what could actually happen for the remaining days of the month. So we had clearly stated that this is the price difference area where gold was actually turning from. This is the weekly chart for gold. And the reason for that is because the difference between this high, that high, and then this other low, this low was where we marked these ones here. So once we had this, we were looking for how price is going to change here on the smaller time frames, and then we finish that. So from here now, we can now come and say now price is at our weekly price difference also on the lower, and that's why you're seeing this rejection. So once we have this clearly on the weekly, we have no much information. We can always go to the daily. Now the weekly candle has not yet closed, so I cannot use this as a price difference yet, the current bearish candle. So, but I have to see on the daily. So on the daily, you will clearly see why price is actually stalling now. Remember, this is the area in which we stated that we are going to look for sales, and that's where we got our first sales. But now, I want you to notice this daily candle, which is very bearish. And then this daily candle has also created a price difference. Now, the difference between these highs here, if I'm to start marking the highs from here, okay, this high, and then the current low that the price is actually here. So let me mark it this. This is the difference. So that is an area whereby if the market reaches there, we could actually be looking for a potential trade, okay, because we're bearish now. But remember, we have all of these other week here. So there's a possibility actually that gold could come all the way up to 4,105. That possibility is very high given the fact that the market is looking now. So once you have this, we can now switch to a lower time frame, and I would like to come to the 1 hourly time frame. Then try to understand how gold is actually behaving on the 1 hourly time frame. Now, remember, I'm not going to go into explaining everything here, how price changed from here, but the main thing, you just have to come back and watch this video. You will understand why we were bearish in the first place. This video, the first one. So let us continue and just focus on today. So now I'm not actually looking for any selling opportunity. I mean, for any buys, I'm looking for sells. And because the market is bearish. So it's bearish as long as price does not come to break this high. So let's just begin to mark these other highs. You see this high? And then you also see this higher low. These are the indications that price is going to continue to be bearish. So as long as price does not come and break above this to continue to the upside, we are going to always be looking for selling opportunities. So that is why, and the other place is here, because there's a difference which has already been created. If market really pulls back, then it could pull back all the way up to these areas here. And then once we see a structural change, that's when we can look for sell. So right now, you don't want to really find yourself trying to buy because these are just pullbacks. The market is trying to pull back and then continue to sell. If that does not happen, that means the next sales we shall be looking at is if when price actually breaks this low, and then we can begin to see how price is actually forming. But right now we are very bearish, and it's as simple as that. We will only change our bias if we market begins to break above this, and then this year, that's when our bias will change. But otherwise, we just continue to look for selling opportunities on gold, and the specific place to look for sales are here when market pulls back or when it breaks this low and gives you a clear structure that you can rely on. So otherwise, there's nothing much to talk about gold. You just need to understand the direction in which it is headed, and then you try to follow it. You don't want to fight the market, but just follow where the market is leading you to. So let's see how this is going to play out for the last few days of the month. We have about 2 days for the month to end, and then we can begin to analyze the market next time. But I want you to notice something here. We've been not having volumes for some time, but eventually the volume is coming in, and it's because of the last days of the month. So, like, if you understand market rhythm, then you will know when to read when there is volume. So let's see how gold is going to play out. We're bearish.